Hello, the internets, welcome back. We finally have Cross Path, the new season. It's being officially announced. It's coming out in a week. And like I said on my previous video, you guys should already be saving resources for the new class, the new zone, and everything else. So let's talk a little bit about this. Now, a few things. As usual, every time they preview a new season, there is also a new Oceanic Find or a new Battle Pass that you can get, quote-unquote Battle Pass, that will give you rewards the moment the season drops and on specific days. A week afterwards, 2 weeks afterwards, 3 weeks afterwards. What you get resource-wise is decent. I will say for the price is decent. It's not amazing, but it's pretty wide. It's pretty good, right? You're getting early on a new weapon that will be helping you a lot push content, or a random piece if you prefer to pick a different one, right? And you're gonna be getting a bunch of different resources as well. So this is a nice pick if you are a spender. I might be grabbing it myself, I'm not sure yet. After that, we have the season preview, but before we go into the season preview, really important, you guys can start saving already, and you should be saving pools for the new class, for the tier 4 class, even if it takes a few days after the season release. Let's say it's not 6 days, it's gonna be 10 days. It's fine. Start saving pools so you can guarantee getting all of the new spells, and you will be getting a nice power increase. Same for the premium pools, right? Really important. And the same thing applies for the Ionic Gacha, because there's gonna be a new zone, which, you know, I would rather have a 50-60% on release on the new zone than barely have any resources. So if you guys have any of these saved up, I would recommend you guys use them next week whenever the new zone drops. You can use this the moment the season starts, because we will unlock the new island, the new region pretty fast, right? So that's also something important. Also, a lot of resources you guys can start saving if you don't really care, be it your material realms, be it your PvP stuff in a few days. You guys can start saving a bunch of different resources. Is your season score is already at a good point. To me, personally, I'm fine with already triple S. I don't care where I am in the ranking, because only the top 10 get an actual frame, right? This is literally only for the biggest whales. I'm not gonna compete there, so I'm happy with my triple S rank, and I'm saving a bunch of different resources that, you know, I would rather use when the new season starts to help me kickstart the new season and not fall behind for the first week, and then, you know, having to worry about right now min-maxing anything else. That's it. Back to the season preview, because that is the important part. By the way, this thing here, it's so bad to actually check what you want. It's awful. There we go. Season preview. Let's check what we are getting in Crosspath. There are a couple new systems which are going to be really good, and there's also going to be the new region, Long Haven. So Long Haven, it is the new region, the new kingdom, whatever you want to be calling it. It is going to be obviously kind of a JP or China, more of a Chinese aesthetic, I will say, than JP, right? Which is pretty nice. Like most gacha games, the second region they introduce is usually the Chinese one, not the first one. We're gonna be getting a few new landscapes, a whole new map to explore and to get resources from, which is always nice. We are also going to be getting new companions, Suimo. We also have Hui, and there is not only those two. If you guys want to see all the companions we will be getting, the majority of them are already in here. Right, so you guys can see Hui is right here with the block raid. The other one, who was Suimo is right there with the healing boost, and you guys can check on the list to see all of the companions that are gonna be on the next region and some of the exclusive ones as well, right? So website is updated already with that. Companions themselves, they do look pretty fine. I like them a lot. Now, new classes. The Guardian. The tank is going to be evolving into a Guardian. Wield Eyes as your shield and blade. Stand firm. You are an indomitable Guardian against all threats, getting a lot of new skills. All the skills also obviously translated and ready on the website. The Conqueror, the tier 4 Berserker, is gonna be going into Conquest Beams with Ruin. Battle Thirst ignites the blood. It's gonna be, you know, still going for fire, still going for wind, start going for some dark spells, mixing a little bit of those 3 elements in there. Then we have the Destroyer, which is going to be my class personally. Between the Ashes and the Bloom, the elements crown their ruler. We're getting even more electric spells, a couple new water spells. There is so many new spells, by the way, you guys will be able to get. If you go, guys, to classes, you will be able to see everything. Destroyer right here. These are all the spells I'm going to be going, and you guys can check what you guys are going to be getting for your own class in there as well. Then finally, the Dominator, which is the one for the stage, commands legions of summons to bend the scales of victory. A couple new summons, a few new dark spells, and obviously even more healing and support, and not only spells but also charms to keep everyone healthy on a party. And then we're gonna be getting a few new features that are actually pretty interesting. One of them I'm not a fan of, and we'll talk about it on a separate video. First is the Split Mirage. When there are split mirages, adventurers need to team up with another one from a different class branch via matchmaking or team up. So we will be able to go, for example, me with a Berserker, or me with a Sage, or me with a Knight, right? Pretty nice. And then you will have to defeat waves of monsters, earning gems daily based on the highest wave cleared. In Split Mirages, the monsters rotate after a set duration. So this is where we will be finally gonna be able to farm gems every single day. And this is where the relic takes place that you guys bought via the event, the Primal Gem. If I go into relics, and we go into the Primal Gem, this one right here is the one that takes place and will be giving you the boost, right? This gem drop rate increase. So that is why it's important to buy this gem, why it's important to actually get it and level it up so you can keep farming gems and either use them yourself or sell it for the whales to go all in and make some easy donium, right? Pretty nice. Now, gear refinement. This is the system that I'm not a huge fan of. This is, for the most part, a well system. However, everyone can benefit from this. Even if you're a free-to-play player, you will still, nice voice crack, you will still be able to benefit and get nice stats and extra damage or defensive layers from this. We will be adding a section on the website for all of the classes to know what gear refinement you are looking for. We already have the stats for the gear. If you guys check, on your stats right here, we will be adding a new section for a gear refinement so you guys can see what you should be targeting on each class, right? But that's the other thing. Not a huge fan, but still we all can benefit from this, so it's not that bad. It feels like the majority of systems in this type of games as usual, right? Free-to-players can enjoy them, but they are targeted towards whales and spenders. It is what it is. Dismantling mythic or better gear shards grants divine craft stones. Spend these stones to reroll affixes in your mythic or better season gear. You can lock specific affixes to protect them during a refinement, but it will make it cost more. So you will consume gear shards in order to get these stones, and then you will use these stones to reroll affixes on your gear. This is gonna take some time. For example, right? Assuming you are, let's say, a sorcerer, you want to be going for crit rate, a lot of crit rate in here. This will make it so you don't have to be running mana search anymore. Or you want to be going for more elemental mastery, depending how much is giving you. Or for more crit damage to be going for huge hits, right? So it's going to be expensive, it's going to be slow, but it is a nice extra layer to be building your character on. You will also obviously be able to reroll and be like, okay, you go from elemental mastery attack to attack, crit rate, accuracy, mix stats, and whatnot. Again, I'm not a huge fan, but it is a nice system all in all. And even if you cannot super min-max this as a free-to-play player, or you cannot get perfect stats as a free-to-play player because it will be omega lucky. You will have to be locking at least 2 or 3 of them, right? It's still something you can get free combat power from, so it is what it is. Now, refinement randomly rerolls all unlocked affixes at a certain probability, and you can check directly what the percentage is and what affixes you can get and the amount you can get as well. By the way, this healing boost for healers to up to 20%, that's kind of crazy, considering that, some of them are pretty hard to get. Also important, some affixes are unique and you can only have one of those unique affixes. Some of those are conversions, are skills, are special effects that are harder to get and will benefit you in some cases a lot more, right? And once again, in game, you guys can check all of that. Then we're also going to be getting the affix transfer, so do not worry, right? The moment you are getting a new piece of gear, it will be transferring all of these affixes you have. You don't have to be worrying about, oh, fuck, I don't have this when a new season starts. What's going to happen with my affixes? What's going to be going on? You will be able to transfer everything and it will carry over. So technically, long term, even free-to-play players will be able to get really good affixes slowly. Really slow, but better than nothing, right? Like I was saying. So that's nice. Then we're also going to be getting regular gameplay updates, new dungeons and gear. Every couple of weeks we'll be getting a new dungeon, starting with the Demon Seal Gorge with the Jade set and the Warlord's Rest with the Ink Myth set. New monsters, which are the new bosses. One of my favorite things of these games is the monster variety and how many we have, honestly, and how good they look in the animations. For an idle game, it is pretty nice. And then more gameplay updates, Fantasy Ascent getting a new tower as usual with every single region, a new boss which is the Primordial Long, a new dragon we're fighting. And that's everything they are showing in here. Once again, this is looking really good. A lot of new content coming next week. Also a lot of extra videos we will be making when the season drops and with the new classes as well. That said, as usual, you guys have everything already on the website updated, and every time there is a big update, we do make a video and we update automatically everything for the databases for skills, phantomons, companions, and whatnot. All the jumping aside, that's everything for this video. Just wanted to go over the season preview and what we're getting. As usual, good luck with your pool dinner rates, and I'll see you in the next one.